My name's Brad Masters. I shot this 14-point buck in Washtenaw County on November 12th, 2020 archery season. He gross scored 170 inches. I have no history with this deer. I have plenty of trail cameras around the property. No pictures all season of him. I was chasing a nice 10-point until he walked in on Halloween night. Only had half his rack, so I had to give him a free pass. A couple other decent bucks around the property. Little uncommon. Usually there's at least one big boy on the camera. Get your hopes up. But I've learned time and time again that no matter what kind of deer I'm seeing, if I'm seeing them or not, that during the rut I need to be in my best tree stand. It's my favorite spot on the property. It's in the way back, pretty isolated. It's a pinch point or funnel. It's got a steep ridge on my left, a pond on my right. It's about 100 yards wide in between, and I'm right in the middle of it. So the deer almost have to walk by me if they want to travel that area. There's big hardwoods behind me, thick cover, swampy bedding area in front of me. So me and my dad had hunted the night before, no luck. Driving home, talking deer hunting, strategy like always. He's looking at the weather app, notices the low is going to be 20 degrees lower than normal. So he looks over at me and says, "Hey Brad, it's going to be a good morning. Do you want to hunt?" Well, of course, I'm all in. So I wake up next morning, I'm all excited. Cold front like that during the rut, good things should happen. I just got this gut feeling sometimes you get as a hunter that today's gonna be my day. So I get in the tree stand early, anticipation's high. I start seeing deer right away. First light, 7 o'clock, nice 8-point behind me, 30 yards. Half hour later, he comes back, same spot. 7:45, I have a coyote run by me full speed, goes barreling right into the swamp in front of me. I'm just hoping that it doesn't blow out all the deer, because that's where I'm banking the big bucks are gonna be. I've seen them mornings come that route. 8 o'clock, I finally catch a glimpse of a deer in front of me, about 120 yards coming out of the swamp. Can't tell what it is. Takes about 5 steps forward, then it turns around and starts heading back the other way. I start thinking to myself, it's a little bit odd. So I grab my grunt call, I let out 1 long grunt, 2 short grunts, go to hang my grunt call on my stand. I look up, here's this deer running the ridge right at me. Gets to about 70, 80 yards and stops behind some trees, turns its head, and that's when I finally seen the split on this side and the large frame. I knew it was a shooter. I had no idea it was this big. Everything happened so quick. From the time I seen the deer to when I shot was only about 15 seconds, so I didn't have time to concentrate on the rack. Comes running down the hill at me, turns on a 90, starts going back up the hill, walking fast. Comes to my shooting lane, 43 yards, slightly quartering towards me on the uphill slope. Kind of an awkward shot, but I practiced it year and year, and I was confident. So it's about a 5-6 foot window. As soon as I seen the front shoulder, I grunted at him. He didn't stop. By that time, he's at the end of my lane. I had a split-second decision to make. Do I try to grunt a second time and stop him for a good shot? Or if I grunt and he doesn't stop, he's out of my lane, he's gone for good. I was on him, so I decided to take the shot while he was walking, let it fly. It was a touchback, but it still looked good, it felt good. He turned, ran, full speed, staying low, kind of bulldozing through the woods. He only went about 150 yards. The blood trail was good until I got to the swamp. He made a circle or two, kind of got me lost. Got on the phone, called my good buddy Alex, and we were sending pictures back and forth of the maps, talking about where we think this deer might have ran, what we should do. He was talking me into maybe calling a dog. I was thinking about it. took a deer trail, started walking back towards my tree stand about 20 yards, and there he was. I just remember walking up to him and my buddy asking me, well, how big is he? 'Cause I had no idea. And I just started counting, and by the time I was done, I was at 14, and I couldn't believe it. I was just in awe. The biggest buck of my life. Me and my dad put in a lot of hard work, a lot of time, and it's just so great for it to pay off like that. I couldn't be happier. And that's my story.